Come and get me. Rafael Leão has just issued a come and get me plea and alerted a lot of teams, Premier League teams, especially Manchester United and Arsenal, who could be in the market, or in Arsenal's sake, we know Arsenal are in the market for a left winger. Is Rafael Leão the guy? That is the big question today. He's basically put himself in the shop window. We know this summer we're looking for a winger, and can Leao be the guy that we are talking about being that touchline winger, being that guy that can pick up the ball, dribble, add a bit of magic, pizzazz to what we're currently doing in attacking areas? Once upon a time, you'd probably have answered that with yes. Today, I'm not so sure. But he's making himself available. I think him coming out, posturing and almost, positioning himself for a move maybe won't be taken very well by AC Milan, but he wants to go. And you see this a lot with players these days, the increased amount of player power in football these days. I was about to say the Premier League, but not even just the Premier League. Just in general. He's been plying his trade for AC Milan for a while now. And I actually think Premier League football would suit Leao a lot better. But right now, that is where he is. And he's looking like, I want to move. Can I make that Premier League move now? He is the right profile that Arsenal are looking for. I can't lie. But I don't know if this guy is the guy anymore. Now, there is a need for him because I think like we discussed yesterday, either one of Trossard and Martinelli, and if they're very unlucky, both will be leaving Arsenal this summer. I think that is very, very likely. I think Trossard could be the one to leave before the decline begins. Arsenal can still kind of claw back some money from him. If I had to make a choice, I would choose Trossard over Martinelli. I understand everyone's thoughts on Martinelli. Martinelli staying for me is just more of a sentimental thing. Like, I just feel like, Arsenal is his club. He's grown up with us. And I would just like to see Martinelli actually become better and developed and into what we all thought we were going to get with Martinelli. But I guess at the same time, that's what puts us in the market for a winger. With Leao, you're getting someone that can carry the ball, someone that is very quick, someone that is a threat in the transition, someone that has that magic, pizzazz that I talked about earlier, and someone that is, very used to the big stage. Yeah, he's a big stage. He can play in the Champions League. He knows the Champions League. I think with Leao could potentially come some of the issues we've heard over the last year or two around attitude issues and stuff like that. There are 100% concerns for me if he is an Arteta-styled player. And when we say an Arteta-styled player, we know what we're talking about. We know someone that's prepared to kind of sacrifice their game for the good of the team. Someone that's prepared to press. Someone that's got some type of defensive discipline as well. Somebody that is versatile. And that's one thing that I don't really see from Leao. It is often left wing, maybe up top, but I don't know if he has the kind of other versatility aspects that Arteta tends to look at for our players when he is recruiting. Someone that can fit tactical structure. I think consistency with Leao is a issue as well. We don't want to go into the market and then go and sign someone that is inconsistent or as consistent as some of the inconsistent players we already have. Like, we want to go in and sign ultimately a world-class player that can produce every week, twice a week. Yeah, that's what Arsenal are definitely going to be looking for. Those are Arteta's values. Those is what, that's what Arteta looks for when signing guys. I'm not sure that Leao ticks those boxes. I don't think he does. Does he work hard enough without the ball? I don't think we've seen enough evidence that he does. Can he adapt to the demands of Arsenal, being in the Arsenal team? I don't know if he can, just because of what we know Arteta demands from our players. He could be deemed as a bit of a luxury player, and I don't think, put it this way, there's conversations around, a Vinny Jr. or Mbappe maybe becoming available. Those are the level of luxury players that I feel like clubs will be prepared to carry, and not a Leao. Not a Leao. If you've got like a Vinny Jr. because he's become available at Arsenal, right, you can almost say, stay up the other end of the pitch. We'll find a way to do the defensive work here because we know what you can consistently produce us at that end of the pitch, potentially. I don't think Leao would have the same leeway if he was to make his way to Arsenal. So it's something that, is just a bit out there right now that Leao's kind of putting himself about. Manchester United as well. We don't know if they're going to hold on to Rashford. He could find his way over there to Manchester United. He is a good signing, right? I think, again, the finances would be something that we would have to discuss. It is being said that it would be in and around the 50 million euro mark. So what's that? Maybe about 45 million quid. I don't think that's too bad. For someone of his potential. And I say potential, he's I think Leao's maybe about 26 or so. So he's not someone that is like completely young. Like, he is someone that should be in his prime, in his pomp right now, really doing it. He has to hit the ground running. Because of the seasons he's had and stuff like that, I think something like 40 million would be like, okay, let's take a look at him as an option. Let's definitely take a look at it. I don't think that's a bad price at all. If it came down to, say, Morgan Rogers for 80 mil, or Leao for 40 mil, or 50 mil, let's say, 50 mil for Leao, I'm almost tempted to add the extra 30 million to get Morgan Rogers, who I have said on this channel, I'm not sure he's the guy we need either, but he's 100% more Arteta-styled, Premier League ready, which counts a lot, than Leao. So if there is no other options, no one else is willing to move, and Leao is available, 40-odd million for me, I think he's someone you could look at, for sure. Wouldn't be my first choice, though. I would rather break the bank for someone ready or of that, top-level elite ilk. I feel like Leao would have been one of those guys 2 to 3 years ago. He's dropped off a bit since then. He will blame a lot of stuff that's happened in Milan. He has blamed a lot of stuff happening in Milan. But I definitely feel like, we shouldn't just get him because he's available, he wants to come. He doesn't fit the profile. And I can't see Arteta, bringing him in if he's not going to do the necessary that, Arteta needs from his players. So Leao could be an option. We'll wrap it up there. Leao could be an option. Wouldn't be my pick. But we'll have to see what else the market throws up. We're definitely in the market for a left winger, I'll tell you that much. Would Leao be a good signing for you? Do you think he would be someone that should sign to the Arsenal? Let me know down below in the comments. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you liked today's video, hit the like button as well. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time I drop a new video. My name is Mex. This is the Cannon Club. Come on, you Gunners.